What is going on, you ugly motherfuckers? I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. It is a beautiful sunny day out. It's 82 degrees and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling awesome just to be able to pick up the camera and talk to you guys. You guys don't know how much you guys help me get through my day. And I just want to thank every single one of you guys who tune in every single day, who watch, who comment, who like, who dislike. Any sort of interaction helps me, and I'll always be thankful for that, and I'll never take it for granted. But before we get right into the video, I want to update you guys real quick on the red eye. It's supposed to start getting built in about 10 days, and yeah, so once it gets built, I'll try to keep you guys updated. I know this is taking a little longer than usual, but they did tell me it should take 4 to 6 weeks, and 3 weeks has already passed, so we're gonna just have to wait. But now let's talk about two awesome cars that will be released pretty soon, and there's been a lot of hype around these two cars, and I've spoke of each cars before, but in today's video I will be comparing both cars. I will present you guys with the facts, and towards the end I'm going to give you guys my opinion. So this video will contain 90% facts and 10% opinion from me, my personal opinion. You guys know that I don't like only one car brand. I'm not biased. I respect all car brands, and as you can see, you guys have seen me in Mopar, you guys have seen me in a Ford, you guys have seen me in a GM car. I don't discriminate against any car, so that's why my opinion, I feel like, means a little more than people who are biased. So let's get right into it. The two cars are simply the 2020 GT500 and the Corvette C8. Both awesome cars. Both cars have exceeded my expectations. Both cars have impressed me. I love both cars. I wouldn't mind having either cars, and we're gonna break down why they're amazing. So let's get right in today's video. The first car we're gonna talk about is the 2020 Shelby GT500. They released the car at the auto show here in Detroit. Basically, it's a 5.2 liter V8 with a 2.65 liter supercharger, which basically cranks it out to 760 horsepower. When that came out, a lot of people were very impressed because I feel like they wanted it to be faster than the regular Hellcat, which is 707 horsepower. It's not quite as fast as the Red Eye, which is 797, but Ford had to make it faster than the regular Hellcat. Just like you have to. It's kind of the car that they needed to surpass in some way or another. So they made it 760, which is very impressive. I think that's good numbers. And it's making the 760 horsepower at only 12 PSI of boost. So now let's talk about the trans. The most recent Mustangs, which are the GTs, the 18 and 19 came with a 10-speed auto. The GT500 will come with a 7-speed dual clutch transmission that shifts pretty quick. It shifts in just 130 milliseconds. Yes, it shifts that fast. Now hear out these numbers. 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds. That's the estimate that Ford released. Also 0 to 100 and then back to 100 in just 10 seconds. And that tells me one of two things. The car is super quick from 0 to 100, but either way, the car is pretty fast, and we have to just admit it. It is a pretty fast car, and the few numbers that we know are pretty impressive. Shelby also has a lot of carbon fiber, literally carbon fiber everywhere, from the lip to the diffuser to the side skirts. Everywhere. It's full of carbon fiber. A huge carbon fiber wing if you opt in for that option. And the most important part we're going to talk about here is the price, because I feel like the two differences in these cars really goes down to the price. The Shelby starts out at $70,300. Yes, that's not that crazy for what this car has to offer. We're talking about 760 horsepower. We're talking about a dual clutch transmission. We're talking about 0 to 100 and back to 0 in just 10.6 seconds. So the numbers are there. The price isn't that bad. If you want a fully spec'd GT500 with the track package that comes with all the carbon fiber and the carbon fiber wheels, you're looking at about $95,000 fully spec'd out. So now that I've told you guys a little bit about the Shelby GT500, we'll be back for a little more info on it, because that's where the comparing comes in. But let's talk about the Corvette C8, a pretty impressive mid-engine car, and it's caused a whole lot of commotion on the internet. I feel like a lot of people are super impressed with that car and they love it. So now let's talk about some of the numbers. It's a 6.2 liter V8 from the LT1, which came from the LT1, but now it's called the LT2, and it comes with 495 horsepower with the Z51 package, which is a lot more money. And the Corvette also has a dual clutch transmission. It has the 8-speed dual clutch transmission, but here is the very, very impressive number that just shocked me a little bit. It does a 0 to 60 in just under 3 seconds. Not 3 seconds, in under 3 seconds. I couldn't believe it when I seen it. That means it's faster than the Z06 and it's faster than the ZR1. So that is a very impressive number. I don't even know how they were able to pull it off, but they did. And I think that just killed the game as soon as they announced that number. I feel like that number is very important, because I can only imagine how much faster that car is in a quarter mile. It also has the Magnetic Ride 4.0, which is an update from GM's previous suspension, so it's gonna make it ride a lot smoother, and I bet that thing can take some turns, especially because of how light it is. It weighs 3,366 pounds. That's impressive. That's pretty light, and maybe that makes up for the horsepower number of 495, which still isn't low considering it's a Stingray. It's not even a Z06. It's not even a ZR1 type of car. We're talking about a Stingray, which is the base model of Corvettes. And the final thing about the C8 is it starts out at just under $60,000. That was kind of Chevy's marketing strategy. I feel like nobody even cared about anything about the car besides the price. People loved the price so much that they didn't really care about the car. I mean, the car is very impressive. A lot of people just were like, oh, it's very affordable. They didn't say that the car weighs about 3,300 pounds and that it's super light. It's a mid-engine car. They didn't say it was making really good power for what it is, being only a Stingray, not even a Z06, not even a ZR1 type car. They just said it was affordable. That's all people cared about. At the end of the day, people only care about affordable things. So a fully spec'd out C8 with the wing, all the carbon fiber, it'll be about $92,000-93,000 fully spec'd out. And the GT500 fully spec'd out is $95,000. But I'm not gonna lie, there's one thing that's kind of different between the C8 and the Mustang, and that is dealer markup, which is not in Ford's hands. They can't control that. Unfortunately, Ford dealerships love marking up Shelby products. They've done that with the GT350s, the GT500s, even the older ones. They've done that with every Shelby product, and they've marked it up and kind of played with the market, because, you know, if it wasn't for the dealer markup, everyone knows the Shelby is the car to get. You know, they won't even look at the C8. But the dealer markup is one thing stopping a lot of people from buying it, because dealerships are marking them up anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000. I know someone that already got one for $50,000 over sticker. So as you can see, I mean, now we're talking $140,000, right? But there's one thing. Here's the difference between these two cars, and I'm gonna leave it at this. That's how I'm gonna end it. The C8, everyone will have it. There's at least 100 YouTubers getting that car. Everyone and their mother will be driving the C8. Everyone will have it. Literally, you'll see everyone. So you can never compare that to a supercar, even though it might perform like one. You don't just go out and see a bunch of McLarens and Lambos out. You don't do that. But you're gonna see a bunch of C8s, because they're gonna make it so affordable that there will be some people that will get no options in that car. They don't care about the options in that car. It'll look like a base model car, and then they'll have it, and then everyone will have it. So that's the thing. If you want to be different, or if you don't care about being different, you want to just be a regular like everyone else, you could get the C8 because everyone will have it. Literally everyone. There's at least, I mean, there's so many YouTubers doing builds on it. And I really wanted the car, but I'm like, you know, Street Speed is gonna get it. Staying Mode is gonna get it. You know, all these people are gonna get it. There's really no point of even having that car because there'll be like at least 100 YouTubers doing builds on them. So everyone will have that car. And at the end of the day, it is a Stingray. It's only literally the starter model of the Vette. With that being said, let's move on to the Shelby. Now, number one, the Shelby will keep its value. Even though it's expensive, it will keep its value. They will be limited, and they haven't really set a number, but you don't really see Shelby products everywhere on the road. And definitely you're not gonna see this one everywhere on the road. You know that people who have it have paid a good price for it. And them being so great of cars, because you know Shelby's, you know, tend to keep their value. Same thing with the GT350, the GT500. They're not gonna be everywhere. Not everyone will have that car, and they're definitely gonna hold their value, where the C8s, they're not gonna hold any sort of value. Literally everyone will have it, and they will be cheap, and they won't hold their value. And that's kind of what it gets down to. But that pretty much brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I kind of wanted to go a little deep into both of the stats that matter and stats that people look at when buying a car. And I hope you guys got some info out of this video. And if you did and enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would highly appreciate that. And you could also follow my social media right there in the corner. You got my Snapchat, my Instagram. I do post a lot of pictures. You could add me on Snapchat, and you could kind of see what I do on a daily basis. But now it's time to let you guys go, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.